after this class? Okay, fine. So yesterday we have started discussing about filter realization, which is like implementation part, where we have seen some basic building blocks, and we could see the mathematical expression for recursive and non-recursive structures. And FIR are always, depends on only present and past inputs, but not on the previous outputs. Coming to the IAR, they depend not only on present and past inputs, but also past outputs. So we call it as recursive structures. So we could say the basic building blocks needed to perform or to implement those equations are multiplier, then delay element, then adders. So in that case, there are four different forms we have seen. One is direct form. Under that, direct form 1 and 2 are there. So yesterday, whatever we discussed for direct form 1, okay, I forgot to mention. You can just remember that. And today we are going to discuss direct form 2. Then we are going to discuss about parallel and cascade. So I think these three I just wanted to cover for today's class. So let me start the same discussion what we had yesterday, where we are trying to consider a block which I call LTI system. It could be an IAR, FIR, but if I take IAR, so it will be more useful for direct form 2. Okay. Yeah, I think I should say that direct form 2 is mostly used for direct IAR structures. So I should write IAR structure or IAR filter, anything is okay. So input is represented by X of n, output is represented by Y of n, and every LTI system will be represented by the thing is H of n, okay. Now in terms of the Z domain, you can write X of Z, this is called H of Z, and this is called Y of Z. Again, we have considered that the single system can be represented into two forms. Then X of n, then Y of n. Then I write H2 of Z here, H1 of Z here. So what is the difference between yesterday's and today's the division of the LTI system into two blocks? H2 of Z is given what name? Is it a poles function or zeros function? Respond.
Poles.
Poles function. So let me write poles function here. Then what about the H1?
Zeros.
Zeros function. So instead of writing first zeros followed by a poles, I think there will not be any difference, isn't it? Multiplying H1 with H2 or H2 with H1, the output remains same. There will not be any difference. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So like yesterday, the way we have made an approach to get the final structure of the system using direct form 1, and also we could write how many multipliers, adders, and delay elements are needed. Similar kind of analysis we are supposed to do for the direct form 2 also, but only thing is the interchanged. The poles are written first, then zeros are written next. So again, I'm trying to divide into two parts like yesterday what we did. So I call it as a part 1, and this is called part 2. So first I'm just concentrating on the part 1, where you have a poles function which is given by H2 of Z. There you go. You're able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Some window has gone. I don't know which window it is, but you're able to see the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let me put into, this is your Y of n, not Y of n, it's an intermediate sequence. What is the intermediate sequence you have taken yesterday?
W of n.
Yeah, so not to have a confusion, let me take U of n here, okay? And this is X of n. So instead of W, I'm just considering U of n so that you can also understand now. For direct form 2 implementation, we generally take U of n will be the intermediate sequence. Then what is that we do is, if you wanted to represent in terms of the Z domain, this is X of Z, this is U of Z, and this is H2 of Z. What is H2 relation between U of Z, X of Z, and H2 of Z? Can you tell?
U of Z is equals to H2 of Z into X.
Very good. X of Z into H2 of Z. Perfectly correct. Okay. Right. So U of Z is equal to X of Z. I will write as it is. Can you tell me what is U of Z? Sorry, H2 of Z.
U of z
One-
by x of
No, 1 by. Yesterday I have seen no Pole's function.
1 minus summation 1 to n.
Is it not?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
So Winton, we can write u of z is equal to x of z divided by 1 minus k is equal to 1 to n, then bk z bar minus k. Okay. Then you can do the cross multiplication. U of z into 1 minus k is equal to 1 to n bk z bar minus k is equal to x of z. Can I do this way? There's nothing wrong, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then I just try to multiply u of z. K is equal to 1 to n bk z bar minus k u of z is equal to x of z. Then apply inverse Z transform to the above equation both sides. To the above equation both sides. So can you tell me what is u of z? Inverse Z transform.
U of x.
Small u of
U
n.
of n.
U of n.
Yeah. Then k is equal to 1 to capital N bk z bar minus k u of z.
U
U
of n minus k.
Very good. U of n minus k. X of z inverse transform.
X of
X of n.
X of n. Fine. Then just I'm interested u of n is my output is equal to x of n plus k is equal to 1 to capital N bk u of n. Can I write this way? Right or not?
Yes, sir.
Then u of n, you can write x of n plus b1 u of n minus 1 plus b2 u of n minus 2 plus it goes on up to. Yes or no? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now I have the part 1, no? Input will be the x of n, the output will be u of n. So how can I do it now? I want x of n is there anyhow. It has to be added with second input. What must be the second input? This one,
U.
u of n minus 1. So how can I get u of n minus 1? Here I need to tap, isn't it? Is not u of n minus 1 I'll get here?
Yes, sir.
If I give one more z inverse, what I'll get here? Yeah, what is the multiplication here? b1, this is b2. It goes on up to how many terms?
Bn.
So I hope this is clear now. It's a feedback. Generally we call feedback path. Okay. Feedback path generally called.
so why
So I hope.
we are writing Z inverse sir? Instead of just
Sorry?
we can write K of n minus 1.
Can you repeat?
Instead of Z inverse in the block, why can't we write just K of n minus 1 multiplied by
Here, Z inverse is a basic building block. No, without building blocks, you cannot get u of n minus 1. No. See, I
okay,
want
like Z inverse means you are telling
u of
like
n minus.
IZ.
Yeah. Yesterday we have discussed. No, delay element
Yeah.
will be represented by z power minus 1. No.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So u of n minus 1 is given to one more z inverse. You will get u of n minus 2, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, fine, very good. Now let me take part 2. The part 2 is input is u of n, output will be y of n. And we have what function it is? h1 of z. It is zeros function, isn't it? Zeros function. So again I try to write u of z h1 of z, y of z. So what is the relation between u of z, h1 of z and y of z? Y of z is equal to
U of
z into h1 of z, correct? So where y of z is equal to u of z is as it is, h1 you know, which is a is equal to 1 or 0?
0.
0 to
M.
m, ak z power minus k, correct? So then y of z is equal to k is equal to 0 to m ak z power minus k u of z. Apply inverse Z transform, then what do you get? Y of n is equal to summation over k is equal to 0 to m ak z power minus k u of z. What do you get?
U of n minus k.
U of n minus k, very good. Then if you try to expand, y of n is equal to a0 u of n plus a1 u of n minus 1 plus goes on am u of n minus m. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Correct? Yeah. Now you tell me, this is my u of n, this is my y of n. How can I do it now? I need an adder where one is a naught into u of n. Correct or not? One input. Second input, what do you want?
A1.
A1 into u of n minus m. So I need to tap here. Keep a z inverse. Multiply with a1. Correct or not? One
Yes,
more
sir.
tap you take here. You will get u of n minus 2. Multiply with a2. Then you will get like this. It will continue up to how many times?
M.
A.
M times. Okay. So just I'm writing this way. So I got the second one also. Part 2. Oh, you need to try to combine part 1 and part 2. Okay. So this is part 1 and this will be a part 2. Now let me combine. You have x of n. You have h1, h2 of z. You have u of n. Then you have h1 of z. Then you have y of n. Now I'm just trying to replicate what we got. X of n multiplied by b1 b2 will be repeated. How long?
Bn.
Bn.
Great, like this. Again, coming to between u of n and this one, got like this. What is multiplied here?
A0. A1.
A1. How long I should do it?
Am.
M. Okay, now here you can see whatever value is available on this wire. Okay, assuming this is a wire for me. So you're tapping from here, you're tapping from here. What is the output you'll get here and here? Is it not u of n minus 1? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
From here to here, the signal is same, isn't it? From this point to this point, the signal is same or different? It is u of n, no? This point?
Yes,
or no?
sir.
So u of n, to get u of n minus 1 for both, this is a feedback path. Sorry, feed forward path. both feedback path and feed forward path needs a u of n minus 1. You tell me, do I need to use two delay elements or one delay element is sufficient to provide the u of n minus 1? You tell me. You're trying to pick some signal from this particular line. You want u of n minus 1. So you applied a Z inverse in the feedback and also Z inverse in the feed forward. Is there any possibility that you can, instead of using two times, I can use only one time and I can forward the data both towards feed forward and feed back? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it possible to combine two Z inverse terms? Think over and let me know. Is it possible or not? Depende. See, from here to here, I'm talking about this one.
Can we do cascading, sir?
No, I'm not telling cascading. The blue line I'm talking about. The blue line will have a same value or not before A naught is multiplied?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's the
Now
same.
you're trying to tap the value by giving it to a Z inverse to get the u of n minus 1. Instead of tapping two times, one time tapping and giving both sides is acceptable or not?
Intermediate we can do, sir.
Yeah, you can accept, no. So what I'm trying to do is you can combine these two delay elements into a one delay element. Is it possible or not?
Yes, possible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so how many such combinations are going to happen? The combination combining two delay elements into a one delay element?
Minimum of m comma n.
Yeah, if it is m greater than n
Then
n delay elements can be combined, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
N delay elements can be combined. If n is greater than
M delay element.
try to remember, whichever is less, only those number of things will be combined. Whichever is greater, you have to use anyhow extra delay elements, isn't it? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
I think it has gone. Yeah. So delay elements. Now let me redraw the same circuit. Okay, I will just draw little so that both can be seen together. This is plus. This is one more plus. This is x of n. This is y of n. Then I'm just tapping one time instead of two times. This is A1, this is B1. Again, these are 2. This is A2, this is B2. I hope, can I do this way?
Okay, sir.
Assuming that m is greater than n, so which side I should have more number of delay elements?
Left side. No, right side. Yeah.
M
Right side only. Big.
Yeah, no, here it is only an. It is am kada. The right should be more actually. So I think left side should be less. So let me. This is bn. I'm supposed to use extra. Yes or no?
Yes,
Correct. So this is called direct form to realization, widely used for IIR structures, because you're trying to save some building blocks, right? Basic building blocks. We have discussed at the beginning of the discussion that we have number of adders, number of multipliers, number of delay elements. So you tell me which in this particular case, how many number of adders, how many number of multipliers, how many number of delay elements. So m number of delay elements if m is greater than n, n number of delay elements when n is greater than m. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this is fine. Coming to these two, there's no change compared to previous case, right or not? Number of multiplications,
M plus
n plus m plus 1, isn't it? A0 to an for am, so m plus 1 multipliers are required. Here b1 to bn, so only n number of multipliers are required, so number of multipliers are n plus 1. Coming to adders,
M plus n.
here total n adders, here m plus 1 adders, isn't it? Same. Yes or no? I just told yesterday, you just go through it, how many adders and all. You can see for b1 2 adders, b2 3 adders, bn n plus 1 adders, correct? So n plus 1 adders this side, a1 2 adders, a2, so here also a2 3. I think last one is not required. Here the no adder will be there actually. b1 2 adders, b2 3 adders, bn will be n minus 1 adders. So it will be n only, there is not plus 1. Here also a1 to, you are trying to add a1 to an.
M plus n minus 1.
So
sir.
an n minus 1, so n only, it is also n plus m only, you should write. Yesterday we have not done analysis for that, so simply you can write n plus m. Is it clear? So n plus m adders, n plus m plus 1 multipliers, m and so which one is better? Direct from 1 is better or direct from 2 is better for IAS filters realization part?
2 will be better.
2 is better. Why? Because
Less.
number of delay elements are required. Now here, when if you write something like this, h of z is equal to maybe 1 minus z inverse, 1 minus 3 z inverse plus 4 z power minus 2 plus 3 z power minus 3, something like this. How can you say that what is the order of this particular z transform? What is the order? Can I say third order? Isn't it? Because whatever the maximum power in this z term, z power minus 1 term, anything is okay. Can I write this way?
Yes, sir.
So what is the maximum power you are finding between the numerator and denominator? 3. So can I say third order or not? So number of delay elements depends on which, is it not order of this transfer function?
Yes, sir.
So whenever number of delay elements are equal to the order of the system, we can call the structure as canonic structure. The name canonic structure, where number of delay elements is equal to order of the system. Is that clear? Respond.
Yeah, but sir, can you tell the number of multipliers? How can you get the n plus 1?
Number of multipliers, okay. A simple coefficients a0 to an. How many? You are supposed to multiply a0, you should have to multiply a1, a2, up to an. So a0 to an, how many multiplications?
n plus 1.
N plus 1. Whereas coming to the feedback, only b1 to bn, no?
Yeah, okay, like
Yeah, a and b, number of a's and b's are important.
yeah.
Understood? They are called coefficients. Is that clear?
Like m will be start from the 0 to
Yeah, a0, no, it is, I did not write here, it will be a0 suppose. a0 need one multiplier, a1 need one multiplier, a2 need one multiplier, an need one multiplier. So a0 to an, total am, no, it is. Yeah, total how many multipliers?
m plus 1.
M plus 1. Here b1 needs one multiplier, b2 needs one multiplier, bn needs how many multipliers total?
n.
M. There is no b naught, isn't it?
Yeah, yes.
So that is the reason n multipliers and m plus 1 multipliers both feed forward and feed back together. It is called n plus m plus 1. Is it okay?
Yeah, okay, sir. But what about the you wrote on the an in place of right side? But what about the left side in the
Left side is feedback now. Basically, this is an output. Finally, this is your output. Intermediate. No, from here to here it is before A naught is multiplied, this whole thing is your output only for the part 1.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't it? Part 1 output you are calculating.
Yeah, yes, sir.
For the part 1 output, this is one input, this is second input, isn't it?
Okay.
So anyhow, from here to here, we can assume this is completely, there is no multiplication because this is nothing, this is directly u of n only, there is no multiplication here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So up to
What
here,
about A
up
naught
to here it
means
is okay. Yeah,
okay.
this is u of n, it is fine, but coming to the y of n, u of n must be multiplied with a naught, no?
Yeah, yes, sir.
We have seen no in the previous case. Yeah, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So finally we got diet form 2 structure
Yeah, that's why
realization.
the above only, sir.
Sorry?
Actually, there is no delay. That's why the A naught multiplied with directly U of n only. That's why you won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, fine. Now third one is parallel form or cascade. First I'll write cascade, then I'll discuss the parallel form. Cascaded form realization. So basically it is not so different. It is a combination of diet form 1 and 2 only. So only thing is you have to perform for the given transfer function, h of z, for the given transfer function h of z, find roots and factorize. Find roots and factorize both in the numerator and denominator. Both in numerator and denominator. I'll tell you the meaning. Okay. So let me take an example. H of z is equal to 1 minus maybe some z inverse divided by 1 minus 2 z bar minus 1 plus z bar minus 2. So I think factorization is not possible in the numerator, isn't it? Because only single order. But coming to the denominator, the second order, can we do the factors?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you tell me what factors we'll get? Roots. Can I write 1 minus? I think there's something.
Z square minus 2z plus 1.
Yeah, minus z inverse minus z inverse. Can we write, isn't it? Can we write this way? Minus
Yes,
2
sir.
z inverse. Can
Sir.
we written as 2 times minus z inverse minus z inverse? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Z
Then-
inverse minus 1 whole square.
Yeah, so 1 minus z inverse you can take.
Minus
Then-
1 minus z.
You can take, what should I write here? Z inverse you take, no?
Yeah, one minus Z inverse.
Yeah, there is some change. 1 and minus z inverse you can take.
1 minus
So
z.
1 minus z inverse. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So finally it becomes, actually I think let me take plus because I don't want to cancel. If you cancel again, it will not be so interesting. Just a minute, I'm getting a call. It got disconnected. Let it be. I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 1 minus 2. Let me take this a plus only, not minus, so that there should not be any cancellation, because I just wanted to have the factorization. Now, I wanted to put into two terms. How can we do generally? A by partial, not partial fraction, no? Something like this. 1 by 1 minus z inverse into 1 plus z inverse by 1 minus. Can I write this way?
Yes, sir.
So it's a cascade form only, isn't it? Then individually this is called term 1, this is called term 2. So instead of no at a time, you can have two formats actually. I'll tell you here. It is something like z inverse multiplied by one more I just forgot to mention here. This is your x of n. Then it will go here. Again you have Z inverse multiplied by whatever it is that we will verify. See, in this case, both numerator and denominator has got some Z inverse terms. So feed forward and feed back both will be available. The term one, there is no numerator term, right? Only one is there. That is the reason feed forward will not be available. As long as the Z terms are not there in the numerator, feed forward terms will not be available. Only the feedback terms are available. Whereas the second term, both numerator and denominator has a Z term, so you can have the both feed forward and feed. Now the question is what to multiply here. Now let us go back to our analysis here. Now you tell me for the given expression, right? So the given expression h of z is equal to we got summation over ak z power minus k divided by 1 minus bk z power minus k, isn't it? This is what the actual h of z yesterday we started with. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
Respond. Now here you can see if you expand the denominator, b1, b2, b3 all will have the sign negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative. But what we are multiplying in the structure? Positives, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So denominator coefficient, whatever sign is available, exactly opposite to the sign, and that value must be multiplied, isn't it? Yes or no? If you expand the denominator of the transfer function, you are going to see the coefficients are minus b1, minus b2, minus b3, it goes on. So even though in the denominator coefficients are negative of b1, b2, b3, b4, but in the feedback path, are we multiplying negative or positive?
Positive.
Positive.
Exactly reverse of that. If it is a positive, you should multiply negative. If it is a negative, you should multiply positive. Okay. Similarly, in feed forward path, what is the sign of the coefficients? A0, A1, A2, A3, positive only, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So positive for feed forward will be straight relation, but feedback will be opposite sign. So now let us go back to our question. What is the sign here? Negative or positive? Whenever denominator is it here, the term should be b or a according to you? The denominators b. So power is -1. So what is the value? Is it not b1 here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
There's no b2 present, only b1 is present. So minus b1. So what I'm supposed to present multiply here, instead of b1 it is 1 is there, -1.
Minus
So
1.
since +1 I should multiply, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Coming to this side, you tell me. Feed forward. What is the value?
-1.
+1. Forward, no. Forward means same.
Oh,
Generate
yes.
one a0, sorry, a1 no, basically to respond this
A0 only.
a0 plus a1 into z power. So yeah, a0 is 1 actually, this is 1, a1 is also 1, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This is a0 actually, this term is a0, this term is a1, correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is 1, this is 1, and in the next negative side also
1.
So this is very simple. Or else, or without cascading form, you can also directly do this. What is the question is given to us? 1 plus z inverse divided by 1 minus 2 z inverse plus z power minus 2. Okay. So it is basically one form of representation. If you tell directly you would like to do it, that also can be done. You have 2 plus at the end edges. This is your x of n, this is your y of n. Now I'm trying to take, how many delay elements I should consider for direct implementation?
1.
2 delay elements, isn't it? Feedback will be 2 times, feedback will be only 1 time. Correct or not? This is also okay. Without splitting or without factorizing, direct implementation also you can do it. Now can you tell me what I'm supposed to multiply here? A0, which is A0 equal to 1 only. A1 is also 1. Now coming to this one, so this indicates B1, this indicates B2. So what is B1 value?
इब्राहिम लाइट आ गई.
1 and 1, sir.
No, B1 is not 1 here. How much it is B1?
It's -2.
Minus 2. It will be plus 2. B2 is how much? Plus 1. So I
Here
should
minus
multiply.
minus
minus 1.
Simple. Okay. So in the examination you will get two possibilities. Realize the following IAR filter using direct form 2. So which one you do? This one or this one? First one or second one?
Second one.
Second.
Second one. Okay. Let me. This is 1. This is 2. Let me take. Yeah. Which one? Second one, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right hand side. Same question. Realize the following IR function using cascading. Which one will follow?
First one, sir.
First one. Both are same actually, but only thing the method is different, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I hope now you understood.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir. After the whatever the happen on the left side, we can't do the mix those two.
No, cascading. When somebody says cascading, it is a simple form. See, it is like in both the cases, the order is one only. Two first order components you are using here. One second order you are using.
Yes, sir.
It is something like I don't know what type of example is more suitable here.
इब्राहिम
Something
हो गया.
you do repetitively or something at a stretch. Generally, which one is correct? Other than I'll tell you one thing. You are supposed to write an assignment, which is given to you, and it will be of 10 pages. Writing all 10 pages at a time is better, or 5 pages maybe day one, other 5 pages maybe day two. Which one is better?
Yeah, taking break on sir. 5 pages.
Break is better, no?
Yes.
Same thing here actually. Output is same at a stretch implementation and two-stage implementation.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
But sir, cascade system can be converted into the like direct form 2 system.
Can you repeat?
Can we convert the cascade system to direct form 2 system?
Can we convert first system to?
Cascade system to direct form 2 system, like
No, there's
method.
nothing like a conversion. There is only like implementation. Which method of implementation you are trying to do it? You can do it. What is there? Again, if the structure is given to you, generally from the transfer function, structures will come. Structures to transfer function, generally we don't do it. Yes or no?
Okay.
Generally, transfer function is given. How you wanted to implement is up to you. From the implementation, you cannot get the structure, transfer function, isn't it? Requirements will make you to design a system. Already designed a system, you cannot create a requirement, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So that is how you do it.
Sir, in
Yeah.
both the cases, feedback is one only.
Yeah, obviously, because as per the diagram I'm telling.
Sir,
The first case, the implementation are different, no? Result might be
Yes, sir.
same, but implementation is different here. Here you got both are minus minus, so it will be 1 1. But in this case, it will be 1:2, another one is +1, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
sir, in the
minus
second
one.
case, why -1, sir?
-1 means the B2 becomes +1, no coefficient.
The direction is reverse, no, sir, anyway.
Let it be. What is our case? B1, B2. If B1 is having negative, we got positive multiplication, no, in our case. If B is having a positive multiplication, you should write negative multiplier here. That is what we have seen, no?
Okay.
There's no rule that all B's will have the same sign.
Okay, sir.
Some B's will be positive, some B's will be negative. Only job is you need to just follow the opposite sign for the given coefficient in the transfer function. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, fine. Now the last one I'm trying to explain, which is parallel form realization. I think this is fourth one. Parallel form realization. So same example I'll take. H of z is equal to 1 plus z inverse by 1 minus sorry, 2 z inverse plus z power minus 2. This is what it is given, and which you did a factorization 1 plus z minus 1 divided by 1 minus z inverse square, isn't it? We got this, is it? Now I want, it has to be written something like, no, this way. h1 of z, h2 of z, parallel form I'm trying to tell you, both will be added. This is your final y of n. Now my job is, what is h1, what is h2, I need to find out. For that, for the h of that, what I got is 1 plus z minus 1, z power minus 1, 1 minus z power minus 1 square. Now how do you perform the partial fraction for this? Can anybody know? Maybe a by
1 minus z
1
1
z
minus
inverse
z
inverse
inverse.
plus
plus b by
b by
1
b
plus
z
z
inverse,
inverse.
no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Sir, in the bottom it is square, sir.
Sorry?
In the bottom it is square, no, sir. Like a by x plus b by x square, sir.
That's what I'm doing.
B z inverse ఉంది, sir. అది
No, bx
ఇన్వర్స్
ఉంటుంది.
ఉంది సార్.
No need
ఉండదు
for
సార్.
B, Z inverse.
అది
No, no, I think
ఇర్రెడ్యూసిబుల్ ఫామ్ కి
no, z
ax
inverse.
plus b.
No. Actually, what I meant to say is z inverse is a
algebraic
variable. You assume that your z inverse will be.
ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఓన్లీ. ఉండదు సార్.
Sure.
షూర్ సార్.
అది ఆల్జిబ్రిక్ ఈక్వేషన్ అయితే ax plus b by
Okay, let it be. Ultimately, నాకు A and B చెప్పండి. Mathematics, I'm not really, good at that. But okay, you can tell me the values of A and B now in this case. So that once I substitute, I should get this one only. You just calculate and tell me. Do it fast and let me know what is A and what is B.
A equal to -1,
A equal to -1,
B equal to 2,
B equal to 2, is it correct? చెప్పండి. Is it clear? A equal to -1, B equal to 2.
yes, sir.
Correct only. Now you try to perform LCM and make sure that you are getting same thing. What we have yesterday, that above 1 plus z inverse by 1 minus z inverse square వస్తుందా?
ఎస్ సార్.
వస్తుంది సార్.
సో ఇది ఏమవుతుంది? మైనస్ ఆఫ్ 1 minus z inverse అవుతుంది ప్లస్ 2 into 1 minus z inverse అవుతుంది. So what is going to be? So -1 minus, so 1 minus z inverse వస్తుంది.
2 into ఉండదు సార్. 2 into z 1 minus z inverse.
సరిపోయింది కదా, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఓకే, పర్ఫెక్ట్. ఓకే, బికాస్ 2 times of 1 minus z inverse, 1 time of 1 minus z inverse మైనస్ కాబట్టి it will be positive
No,
only,
sir.
isn't it?
2 ఓన్లీ 2 ఉంటుంది సార్.
ఓన్లీ 2 ఉంటుంది కదా ఇక్కడ.
Hmm.
మరి ఓకే, అప్పుడు 2 ఉండదు, మరి ఇక్కడ 1 ఏముండాలి మరి?
ఓన్లీ 2 వస్తుంది సార్ అంతే.
So this is perfect, sir. Like it is -1 plus Z inverse plus 2. So it will be 1 plus Z inverse. So that will,
ఐ అండర్స్టూడ్. అప్పుడు 1 ప్లస్ అవుతుంది, సరిపోయింది, కరెక్ట్. -1 plus z inverse plus 2, so it will become 1 plus z inverse, correct?
ఎస్ సార్.
Yeah, agreed. So I know what you did is right. Only verification in the examination also you can have the cross verification, nothing wrong in that. Okay, that's perfect. Now you got two things, right? So what you can do is, this is your term 1, term 2. So already I made the representation. This is your first implementation, this is your second implementation, and output will be added. It's called parallel realization. So can you tell me how to represent first one? One feed, how many feedback required, how many feed forward required? Tell me.
First one feedback.
First one feedback, sir.
Very good. Just a minute. That's it now. What is the multiplication here? So there will not be an arrow here. Multiplication here.
1.
1.
1 and minus 1 in the kabatti you can have outside you can write multiply. Okay, that is not a problem. Is it clear? Or else here also you can do. There's nothing wrong. Either here or here, anywhere. I think better forward kabatti will write here. That is better. Okay. Only a naught is present. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
A naught equal to minus 1. So this is fine. Coming to the second one.
B not equal to 2.
How can we do? You have to split now. 2 by 1 minus 2 z inverse z power minus 2. ఎట్లా వస్తుందా?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
కానీ మనకు సింపుల్గా రావాలి. ఇట్లా చేయొచ్చు మీరు. ఇక్కడ కూడా కాంబినేషన్ సంథింగ్ లైక్ దిస్. You can write something like this.
Partial fractions.
Is it not better? No, partial fraction అవసరం లేదు. Again to the cascading, no?
Okay, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Because we want only with this thing as minimum as possible. That is what our intention, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, what you can do? This is plus. This is z inverse multiplied with plus 1. Again z inverse multiplied with 2 is there. 2 ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది కదా.
Yes, sir.
Then
Plus
it will be
1.
1 only. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
So I hope now you understood. It is a combination of parallel as well as cascading. Okay. But ultimately the parallel, because at least one is there, no? One plus sign must be there for the different implementation, so that it will be added two different paths parallelly. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the second unit, what we have discussed, no, realization of FIR and IR filters is one topic which I have not covered, but it is over now. And one more topic is called finite word length effects. Yes or no? Finite word length effects. So realization FIR, if only FIR is given, something like h of z is equal to 1 plus 2z power minus 1 plus 4z power minus 2 plus or minus you can take minus 3z power minus 3. How do you implement now? Only direct form. There is no 2. 2 has no meaning. When there is a feedback and feed forward, direct form 1, direct form 2 are meaningful. But only FIR. Do you think any feedback is there here?
No, sir.
Because
No,
the
sir, only
denominator is equal to 1. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So when denominator is only, there is no numerator, polynomial in the denominator, you can consume it in an FIR structure. How do you implement this?
Factors.
Is it not?
Minus 3.
So what type of realization it is called? Direct form, that's it. For FIR, there is no 1 and 2. Correct or not? Is it clear? Direct form realization. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
This is FIR. And IR, just now we have seen 1 or 2 examples. Now coming to the finite word length effects. Finite word length effects. The meaning is whether it is IAR or FIR. Generally, FIR, IAR only this kind of no requirement will be there, or else okay, let it be not an issue. Luckily, here we got the terms are no positive or anything is okay. Suppose you have first let me explain what exactly. In the computer, you know there is a memory, right? Which where I can save some inputs and outputs. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
In the 8051 no microcontroller you studied, it is called register.
Yes, sir.
Register means maybe it has some length and where you can store some number. So I assume that's a 4-bit. So 4-bit means I can store 4 zeros or 1. How long I can write this way?
16.
So 15.
15.
Isn't it? The moment 16 is going to come, what is the result?
Carry 0 0 0 0.
So instead of, but ultimately there is no place to hold the carry, and what is the output you are going to get?
0
So 16, instead of representing a 16, output becomes
0.
0. So the reason is my physical memory is making some constraint or some limitations to store the value. Maximum is how much?
15.
Not more than 15. Okay, that is one case. The other way, it is called the integer representation. Integer representation. Fractional representation. It means I wanted to represent 0.0001. So I can represent 0 0 0. This is a fractional. It is called floating point representation in the computers, which I don't know whether you have discussed or not. Floating point representation means physically there is no point storage for the any physical device in the electronics. Every computer will assume that whatever number you are trying to store in the memory, it is fractional or what, integer. It is only an implicit. So every computer what we buy, in that it is given, no, are you using a floating point processor or you are using a fixed point processor. Generally fixed point means we consider an integer representation, and floating point means generally fractional representation. Suppose you are having 0.0001 is multiplied with 0.1. Can you tell me what is the result? The 0.0001 multiplied with 0.1, what is the result?
0.00001.
0.00001. So in the integers, generally we ignore leftmost bit, isn't it? Or whatever, 15, after 15 you got this one, right or not? In the fractional, we always ignore rightmost bit. Leftmost bit will be ignored in the integers, and rightmost bit will be ignored in the fractional. So earlier your output was in the memory 0.0001. Once after you multiply with a 0.1, your result is updated by what? Zeros again. Correct or not? Respond. Ultimately, my intention is representing the value in the memory, whether it is a 4-bit or a 8-bit or 16-bit or 32-bit. So as long as you are not losing your value, it is acceptable. The moment it is crossing the length of the memory, instead of representing some number, it will come down to what? Tell me.
0.
0.
0. After the 0, how many times you try to feed back? 0 into anything is?
0.
Okay, it's something like initially my value is 0.1000. You multiplied with 1 time. What is the result? 0.0, isn't it? So first time feedback is okay, fine. You are feeding back your output to the input with a multiplication of a 0.1. The result is 0.01. Again, second time you are multiplying with a 0.1, it becomes 0.001. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Hello. Yeah, is it okay?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So what I just wanted to mention here is suppose initially in a memory I got some fractional value of a 0.1, which I can store without any problem, 1,000,000, and you just give a feedback, and once you give a recursive means you know that, right? The every output will be multiplied with the previous output, isn't it?
Yes,
That is
sir.
what we have seen, no, recursive structures. So
Yes.
suppose you got some 0.1 and feedback coefficient which you are supposed to multiply the 0.1. So output is multiplied with the 0.1. What do you get? 0.01. So I can without any problem I can still store 0, 1 in this particular memory. Again, second time when you feedback 0.1, 0.01 into 0.1 becomes, tell me, 0.001. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So like that, how many times I can do this kind of repetition so that my memory can able to store the result? Maximum 3 times, isn't it?
3 times, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, fourth time if you try to do it, you are going to get a 0. After that, any number of times you try to repeat, your output will be 0 only, right or no?
Yes, sir.
So that will give you a lot of problems, in terms of whether it is an integer or whether it is a fractional way of your algorithms ultimately should be developed and executed by the computer, and in that computer you are supposed to use some basic building blocks where some kind of multipliers coefficients needs to be multiplied by any means. If coefficients are fractional and your output is also fractional, and if the loop is repeated such a way that if it all depends on m and n, right or not? If n is greater than n, where more number of feedbacks are available. If m is greater than something like that, no. If you come across to a point where the output is not to the expected value due to this, the capacity of the physical memory, instead of getting the some required output, you may end up with getting some error kind of output. Yes or no? So this
Yes,
is
sir.
called finite world length effects. Whatever distortion or result error you are going to get. So again, I wanted you to go through the same textbook what I mentioned, for Vallavraj and Shalivahan. In that, this is only text. Sorry, it's a theoretical based, but they will explain this only. The coefficients when you multiply the feedback path and by certain times, because most of the digital signal processing algorithms are repetitive sum of products, you keep on multiplying the products and adding the same thing, you may end up with losing the actual value, and it will come down to 0, which is undesired result, and whatever problem you are facing because of that is considered as a finite world length effect. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, it is clear.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
I
But
just
how is
wanted.
it rectified? Like, how is
Yeah,
it
that's what.
request?
How we will rectify this question is you have to make the coefficients. Your algorithm should be developed such a way that the coefficients calculation and see, generally I'm telling it is like 4-bit. It is fine, but nowadays the computer you are able to see 128-bit computer, 64-bit computer, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So it will not be so much problem nowadays. But in the dedicated application, something like MP3 players or some multimedia related gadgets, where you are not afford to use a very high bit rate processor, because general purpose computer it is okay, 64-bit computer or 128-bit computer we are afford to pay more amount. But from embedded applications or some robotic applications where you are trying to use a dedicated microcontroller or microprocessor, this is one of the factors, by selecting the size of the microcontroller or size of the microprocessor, where if your algorithm demands maybe at least 10 times multiplication is happening, it means you should go at least more than 8-bit microcontroller. Yes or no? Is that
Yes,
clear?
sir.
So how do we rectify means by selecting the proper bit size of the microcontroller or bit size of the processor, so that I should not come across this kind of problems. Okay. So shall we wind up?
Okay, sir.
So I guess now second unit is completely covered. Third unit introduction part is there, but still we need to start the design of IAR filters. Maybe tomorrow, if time permits, I'll take morning. Otherwise, next week I'll take. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
before signing up, can you share those periods?
Just a minute. First, let me stop recording.